Do you happen to be able to give us any kind of insider knowledge about this next coaching hunt? Is it not even started yet?
People would like to take the program. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that it's going to be a person younger than me.
I'm joined by the new head coach of the Greater Latrobe Lady Wildcats basketball team in Mackenzie Livingston. And Coach, thank you for taking your time here today. I'll start off by asking, what's the overall feelings now that you've had about 2.5 weeks to process this?
It's just been like a whole world of emotions. I'm super excited, energetic, ready to get going. Only met, the girls for 1 to 2 weeks. But, been super excited about it all and just get, ready to get going. We've already actually started with Summer League, so been super energetic already.
Now everyone has a starting point and a journey to get to the point where you are today. Would you describe yours in any particular way to get to this point?
Yeah, so I feel like basketball has been in my, my life the whole time. Boys basketball as well. So doing that as well. Getting up from the assistant to now, being here as the Greater Latrobe girls basketball coach. So that's kind of my process: playing to assistant to now the head.
And now, what were some of the factors that led you to choosing Greater Latrobe as, your home for at least the short-term future?
Yes. Like I said to everybody, I bleed orange and black till the day I died, because Blairsville, clearly we were orange and black. And then just the community, I've heard nothing but amazing things. Being from Blairsville, Latrobe's not that far of a distance. Just, hearing all the great things about the school district and the community. Nothing great things. So I always wanted to be, part of something like that. So.
Now, if we're taking a look at last year's team, obviously 3 big seniors are graduating. Camille Dominic, Josie Stragus, and Emma Blair. Obviously, Emma Blair missed a lot of time last year due to injury. But as a first-year head coach, how do you deal with the struggles of having to replace some of the production led behind by those 3?
Yep, those 3 were 3 great players. I remember playing them a few years ago when we played them, last year and then the year before at River Valley. Great players overall. But from what I've seen in my few practices that I've had, I have girls ready to step up and take those roles. So super excited about that. So we have girls ready to go for that.
Well, one girl that is still there and is still a key factor to this team is Ellie Snyder. She will now be a senior, and she made history last year in the Lady Wildcat program for sinking 10 threes in a game against Connellsville, which tied the boys' record and really helped keep their season afloat with that win. What's it going to be like, and what's the most exciting thing that you are looking forward to coaching Ellie?
Yeah, Ellie, I remember the first practice, just the other day, watching her. I think she made 6 out of 6 3-pointers right off the bat when we were scrimmaging. I was just amazed at her confidence and just the way she releases the ball. It's so quick, and she'll shoot right over you and from anywhere. I mean, she's not afraid to step back a few even from that 3-point line. I've never coached personally a player like that, so I am super excited about that.
Additionally, Carly Burke and Belle Blasi will be returning this year, and those 2 really helped stabilize the guard position, especially with Emma going down last year. What's it like knowing that you have continuity and experience at those 2 guard positions?
Oh, it makes a huge impact, especially coming in and new. Those 2 have been ready to go from the jump. I can't say enough good things about either one of those 2. Even at the practices that I've held, they want to run, they want to get going. I've, implemented lifting, and they've been completely on board with it. Just them showing up early, staying afterwards already after practices. I mean, that's all you can ask for in leaders. So super excited to have those 2 back to lead this team.
And last year under Coach Burkhart, we saw more of a lot of it was due to the injuries, but a lot of a 5-girl unit with the occasional substitute coming in and out. Will we see more of that system this year, or is it depending on the game, or are you going to implement a new system with this team?
I mean, it's too early to say for me just yet, just because I haven't, had too much time or practice with the girls and even the freshmen coming up. So I think it's too early to tell if I'll, more of like a 5-out So I mean, that one's going to just be depending on, you know, how the season goes and in this off season. So it's kind of based off of that.
Now, with this year's team really only having Carly, Belle, and Ellie with consistent varsity experience, what's the best way to approach that challenge and, you know, get more girls acclimated to playing?
100%. I think I sign them up right away for not even knowing most of the girls' names yet for a summer league. Kind of watching how they play, you know, just building that confidence first in this summer league, and then I'm also signing us up for a fall league. Just building that confidence if they haven't seen much time, you know, in the past few years. I think just, you know, going from there, building confidence in the summer and fall league, you know, lead to that, you know, our season. So.
Now, as a first-year head coach, would you say there are any pressure or expectations coming into the season? And if so, how do you embrace them?
Yeah, I feel like any job you do, even when I was assistant at River Valley, boys and girls, there's always going to be pressure and expectations. My main thing is I want to get the girls better than they were last year. That's always the main goal. Of course, we want to win, you know, every championship, and you know we can. The main thing is, you know, to get those girls better off than when they were last year, as a better player and person. So that's my main goal.
And lastly, when you look at this team on paper for the first 2 weeks that you've been coach, and when you look at what you've seen on film from years past, what kind of team are you striving to build here at Greater Latrobe?
I mean, what I've seen so far and what I've seen on this group, even from the freshmen coming in, they're so tight-knit. They're a tight-knit group. We've already done one fundraiser together. I could just see the bonds that they have. So my goal, you know, is to build with the freshmen into that group, and we just take it one game at a time. And that starts with, you know, our summer league next week. That, you know, the next step will be our fall league, and then when we got our tip-off tournament at River Valley, that's going to be one step at a time.
Well, Mackenzie, thank you for taking your time. This will not be the last time that we talk, I can assure you that. So thank you for taking your time here to get yourself introduced.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it and look forward to talking to you as well.